Today's second is a tasted every food at Disneyland by Nick Giovanni. Like, I hope I said the name right. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. So let's introduce vacation 3, 2, 1.
To be the happiest place on earth. But that can't be true unless their food is good. Today we're headed to Disney to try all the fan favorites. Pineapple Dole Whip, churros, pickled corn dogs, and even something called blue milk. We'll eat it all. Before we go, we are gaining rapidly on Gordon, so make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. I happen to know that about half of you watching aren't subscribed, so go hit that button now. Let's go. We have made it to Disneyland, but now it's time to taste as much food as we possibly can. Let's go.
Nick, can we go on the train?
First food of the day, churro. I know it's kind of strong to start off like this, and this is definitely the longest churro I've ever seen, but I'm gonna bite this end.
And Manny's gonna bite the other end.
It tastes like a cinnamon toast crunch. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, and it leaves
the seals.
a bit of a weird aftertaste, so I'm gonna give it a 6.2 out of 10. Let's keep eating. Right here is the Candy Palace, and you know Manny and I have to hit the Candy Palace. We need to get a caramel apple. I hear they're delicious.
Hey Nick, get a lollipop.
Put it back. Okay. So first of all, I mean, look at this thing. That is basically a full meal by itself, but I'm only taking little bites of everything today because of how much food we have to taste. Time for a bite. That is inedible. I physically cannot get my teeth through this thing. Man, you want to take a crack at it?
Okay, okay.
I got the ear.
You ate the ear.
Yeah.
Take a bite of the apple.
He's supposed to. I got it.
Sadly, this gets a 2 out of 10. I couldn't eat it. Behind me is a corn dog stand. I don't think they have the pickled corn dogs, which is what I actually want to taste today. But let's get a regular one to start out. Here we've got our corn dog, which I will say, Manny, looks quite overcooked to me.
That's burnt. Hey, madam, come here. Why are you burning veg?
Burnt to a crisp.
What are they doing?
That's a juicy corn dog though. That is good. Despite the fact that it's maybe a bit overcooked, you can't really taste the fact that that's happened. There is a little bit too much baking soda in here and my mouth is tingling a bit. Perhaps the most famous food in all of Disneyland is the Dole Whip. Apparently it's some sort of pineapple flavored ice cream. I really don't know. But given how much hype there is around it, I'm going in with a high expectation.
You're Nick?
Yeah.
Manny, I met a fellow Nick here. You're guarding the Dole Whip station here, huh?
The Dole Whip station's
Would
right
you
next
agree
to
it's the
it.
most popular food at Disneyland?
Oh, yeah.
We got the Dole Whip. Time to see if it lives up to the hype. It's pretty good. I thought it was going to be really artificial pineapple flavored, and it's actually not. It's like the perfect blend of cream and fresh pineapple. I don't yet know if it's going to be the best thing we have today, but for right now, it's number 1 at an easy 8 out of 10. Interestingly enough, so far, a lot of the food here looks really creative, especially some of the stuff we passed, but there's also really, really long lines, so it's going to take us a while to get all this food. At this place here, the Jolly Holiday, they have a birria grilled cheese, which I am very excited for. This looks fantastic. My God. The crispy toasted bread, tons and tons of cheese and meat, and not one but 2 really great sauces that comes with it. My top score of the day, 9.5 out of 10. Birria grilled cheese, fantastic. We have now just passed the place that's serving blueberry fritters. I don't think these are very famous, but I'm gonna try them anyway. Oh man, look, they're so good. Kind of tastes like a fried blueberry muffin, but it's only a flat 5 out of 10 for me because there's way too much oil. We're at this barbecue spot now. Apparently they have fantastic skewers. We already ordered. We're just waiting for them to grill a couple up. Most important thing is whether or not this beef is tender. Oh my. It's a little peppery, but that piece of beef is more tender than some of the Wagyu Manny and I make. And we make a lot of Wagyu. This here is the burger of most people's dreams.
Oh my God. Good. Manny's favorite. We got a big, nice piece of. This is I don't know. This is called. I should know this.
Not gonna lie, we're starting to get a little bit confused about what exactly we're cutting up here, but we're just doing our best.
As for the chicken, it's very dry. The beef might be an 8 out of 10, but the chicken, a flat 3. There's also this refreshing looking slushy called the Jungle Julep. Wait, that's really good. This tastes like a slushy version of a Starburst, or maybe Skittles. It's super refreshing, but maybe a little too sweet for me. 7.8 out of 10. Time to ride some race cars. We're at a restaurant now called Minjula, and they have these Mickey Mouse shaped beignets. I think we're in the New Orleans section right now, so that would make a lot of sense why they have beignets here. I think it's banana flavored. That's good. For creativity, there's a +1. Powdered sugar all over me, -1. It's a 6 out of 10. Take a little sip of the Mickey Mouse sauce. Is that really what it's called, Manny?
No.
Did you get the dipping sauce? Oh, get the f away from this!
We picked up some more French food, and this right here is the shrimp po' boy. This should not be called a po' boy. This should be called an oh boy. What it should be is not on the menu. Oh, snap! Based on the smell and the look of this thing, I'm gonna give it a 0.5 out of 10. From the same restaurant though, we have what's called the Pirate Parfait. It's actually quite pretty, and hopefully they can redeem themselves with this one. Pretty bad. I think I would like this if I was 6 years old, but it does rank better than their po' boy. I'll give it a 3 out of 10 and move on to the next food. Mickey Mouse cotton candy. Sometimes I do have a little bit of a sweet tooth, and there is nothing like a good big ball of cotton candy. 3, 2, 1. They're very good.
That's good. Solid 8 out of 10.
Because it's been inside the bag all day sitting in that sun over there, I mean, it's a little bit too compact. I like it to be lighter and fluffier. Cotton candy is so simple and easy to make. It needs to have a high standard. I'm gonna give it a 5.5 out of 10. First thing I noticed about this strawberry lemonade funnel cake is that it's in the shape of a Mickey Mouse on top.
Oh,
My question for this is, will it taste like strawberry lemonade? Let's find out. Their oil temperature is way too low in there. First of all, what's on top is not whipped cream, it's Cool Whip.
Mickey's cream.
And like I said, oil temperature is way too low, so the oil is soaking into the funnel cake instead of frying the outside to a crispy edge and keeping the inside light and fluffy, which would be the goal with a funnel cake. With all of that said, I'm giving this a 1.5 out of 10.
Jesus Christ. Trying to put them out of business.
We are finally tasting the big giant turkey leg. This thing is already dripping, so it must be good, but also probably quite messy. I also think this thing probably weighs at least over a pound. It's almost the size of my head. And of all the things today, the smell coming off this turkey leg right here is insane. Oh my God. Obviously the big time of the year to have turkey is Thanksgiving, but I feel like the turkey's always dry and just not that exciting. And this thing right here is fall off the bone turkey meat. So one thing I don't entirely understand, why would you give someone a 1-2 pound turkey leg before you put them on a roller coaster? Seems kind of up. I don't know how they make these turkey legs, but this right here is a 10 out of 10. What is this music? What is going on? This has to be one of the weirdest restaurants I have ever been inside. We got a few mozzarella sticks. Let's test if they have a nice cheese pull. They also have this summer strawberry float, which is basically just a Sprite with a bunch of strawberry ice cream on top. I had to come outside because it was way too loud in there. But the first problem here is that I can't even pull the spoon out of it. I got it. I got it. Basically just tastes like a mixture of strawberries and cream. And if you shake it up a little bit, it gets really creamy and foamy. Somehow this has turned into one of the better bites of the day. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. As I'm sure you know by now, we've eaten lots and lots of food today. But we're now at the Harbor Galley restaurant where we're gonna get a lobster roll. Did I come here today thinking I was gonna order a lobster roll? Nope. But being from New England, if anyone knows a good lobster roll, it's me. I'm gonna unfire Manny, this is so good. Larry, I'm sorry. It actually smells okay, but we are not off to a promising start by the look of this thing. What they lack in the fresh lobster, they make up for in the seasoning. It's almost got a sort of Cajun spice to it, which I sort of like. It's a good 7 out of 10 lobster roll. But we're on to the most famous sandwich in Disneyland. This restaurant here has a 3-month wait list. And the famous thing to get here is the Monte Cristo sandwich. It's basically just a deep fried ham and cheese sandwich. It smells really good and I hope it tastes even better. I know this sounds crazy because I never do this, but this is better than the turkey leg. And that got a 10 out of 10. So I've got to give this one an 11. Hey, shoot, Benny, start shooting. This big old feast in front of me is from Pizza Planet. They must be with me with this. What is this? It doesn't even look like they put it in the oven, Manny. That's raw dough. Oh God, it's just horrible. They've loaded this thing with more pineapple than the Dole Whip we had earlier. Boom, roasted. I'm not even gonna try this pizza. As for this one right here, this looks like a Chuck E. Cheese piece of pizza. It doesn't look bad, it doesn't look good, but it's probably not gonna taste very good. My honest review of this is that it's just sort of a sad piece of pizza. This is apparently the pizza place from Toy Story, so I guess that means it's like fake prop pizza, and that's exactly what it tastes like, plastic. The pasta here doesn't look terrible, but let's face it, we know this is not homemade. It's a pretty simple Alfredo sauce, but it's very, very well seasoned.
Fettuccine Alfredo. Time to carbo load.
I'm not even gonna try a piece of the chicken with the fake grill marks on it. 2 out of 10 for the pizza, but a 4 out of 10 for the pasta.
Wait, you there, whatever you're doing, I doubt you're authorized. Okay, let's all relax.
We are now in the Star Wars area, and what we have right behind me is what I've been waiting for the entire day. It's the famous blue milk from Star Wars, and apparently it's fantastic. One of my favorite drinks out there is horchata, which is that rice milk flavored with cinnamon, sugar, that kind of thing. This is probably similar to that, but just better. I have been waiting for this the entire day. It basically just tastes like creamy Italian ice. It's a nice, refreshing way to end the day. I know you're supposed to come to Disneyland and do the rides, but we spent more time just eating today. Then again, I did buy a $30,000 flight ticket the other day just to eat the whole time as well. Happy cooking. Vinny, watch out.
We've detected unauthorized transmissions in this area. Shut it down, traveler. That's a no.
There was a tested review at Disneyland by Nick Giovanni. The link to the video will be in the description below. Go and check them out. And like if you like, and comment down below if you want to see more reactions like this one. And subscribe if you're new, and click the bell to be notified when I upload in the month. Bye.